Okay, so it's 3:15 a.m. Tuesday morning at the Albuquerque airport, and I'm just going to lay down and take a little nap for 2 hours and 45 minutes, and then get up and take the shuttle and rent a car and go see Todd Kendall, the founder and creator of the JLD Bridge Doctor, my newest old best friend. All thanks to a 4-hour delay in where Salt Lake City. All right, good news, nobody died. We're packing 158 for Stuart McDonald.
You got a
order for Stuart McDonald.
Okay, that's where I bought my first one, Stuart McDonald, because I had a guitar come in and it had the bridge flipped up and it tore the whole top up with it. It was red pine, solid red pine.
They were going to move to.
What's this? Is this the material you use for your posts?
Yes.
What is that?
Basswood.
Basswood, okay. Yeah, say, Don, you got stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Lots of junk.
You got, no, it's stuff. It's not junk. Look at this.
Hey, you throw something away and you'll need it next week. Yeah, but we're gonna throw a bunch of it away somewhere. Anyhow.
So it's the three of you, huh? Yep. Making it happen?
Trying.
You can see there's the board right there.
That's what our orders are right now.
Oh, okay.
Now Sharp went out yesterday.
Oh, and I need to put Jimmy Jolly up there.
You see that's
So let's see.
the 100's gone, but 300 and 200, all those are baby ones. I can remember when we thought if we sold 50 a month, man, we're setting the world on fire.
50 a month.
Yeah.
And now you got 2,000 up there.
Yep. We're way behind. We had a flood and that kind of stuff.
When was that flood again? What,
The 19th of October,
this year? Or like 24?
3 months ago.
But you
We had
figure-
about 3 foot of water in here.
It runs right faster in here, 4 foot. It's probably 6 foot deep down the highway.
Oh, my
There was
lands.
probably 6, 7 foot water chain here on the highway.
Yeah, it was nasty.
So did you have to, have to take everything out of here to clean it up, or did you just kind of shovel around and wait till it dried out and?
And this is still, you can take,
See, this was right after the flood in here.
Okay.
We had a mess.
Oh my.
still got there.
Still got a mess, but that was back over there in that corner. It just looked like somebody took a mixer to this shop. But my dog, she made her bed and everything.
She's an amiable, that dog.
Yeah. See, there's the
What's that
wood.
dog's name?
Turd bucket.
That's a good name. So there's more baskets.
See, there's the water line up on the door.
Oh, my lands.
It was right up underneath the handle of the door.
My Suburban down there, the mud was packed up underneath his door handle.
This trailer frame actually washed out from over here on this end of our property.
Yeah?
It washed it all the way over here. Washed the telephone poles up onto the trucks. Ruined all our vehicles. There's all of our brochures and our yellow cards for the packages.
Yeah.
They got all wet. All our instructions got it wet. It was a mess.
Okay. Yeah, I
But-
recognize those.
Yeah.
What are the pink ones?
For
And the-
our inlaid pins.
Okay, because I got yellow ones and I got a blue one that you custom made for me. You had a longer post. Do you remember that,
Yeah.
Don?
Yep. Sure it is.
We usually put the blue ones on the brass pin,
Black.
black inlaid pins,
Yeah.
and then we have abalone inlaid and mother of pearl inlaid.
Yeah.
And we use the orange ones for the wide blocks too.
Okay.
But and then the yellow ones for the regular blocks. But we've got to get some new, different colored ones because they got all ruined. And we had just ordered 10,000 of the yellow
Oh.
cards, and they all got wet.
Okay. So what in the world you got here?
Bullets,
Four.
9mm.
Okay. And that's that. So yeah, and they're on the table saw, of course.
Dad brought his gun for me to test some ammunition yesterday, and I sent him back with him yesterday afternoon. And that was just some of the flood ammunition.
Okay.
We had probably 10,000 rounds that got wet.
Okay.
Down in water.
Okay.
Let's see this.
What do you got going there?
That's instructions that was wet. And working with this.
So yeah, like so you're still recovering,
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
and it's been October, November, December, January,
Yeah. 3 months.
3 months.
Going on. 120 months.
October, what day was it?
19th.
19th.
Saturday.
Day after Todd's birthday.
Oh, well, that was not fun.
No. It was crazy.
Anyhow, it was fun.
So, what are you doing here, Todd?
Ten screws.
We put those screws in the posts.
I got it, yep. are they just screwed in, or do you put a little, just screwed?
Screw in backwards.
Where the point's sticking out.
Right.
Screw in from the, cut the head off and screw it in backwards. And put a line on those. The fixed bridge, the flat top. As soon as you put the first set of strings on it, you give it high blood pressure. Well, you do. The 250 pounds of stress on the top of that guitar,
Yeah.
and nothing holding it. Just the top, the little bit of bracing underneath it. So you've given high blood pressure. It's just a matter of time. It's going to I've never seen a guitar that's built without a bridge doctor. The top doesn't belly, the bridge don't, it lifts.
Yep.
I tell people, if you've got a brick wall out here and you got your old pickup, and you put that old pickup in gear and start it and let it bounce on that brick wall, it might bounce for 3 months or a year, but that wall's coming down. And it's the same with the guitar. It's gonna bend. The only thing that prevents it is if you have a bridge doctor. Because all that does, it reverses the twist of that bridge. I've got a guitar I built. Well, I built it for a friend, lived in Tennessee, and he died April 1st of 2002. So I built it sometime between 96, 98, somewhere in there. Built it for him. Gave it to him. I made him come out here and get it. But he played that till he died.
Uh-huh.
And his wife gave it back because I give it to him. And my wife, we had a friend out in Arizona. He wanted a guitar. So my wife sold him that guitar. And he had it 5 or 6 years. And he was a RVer. He hauled it in the basement of his motor home for no telling how many miles. And abused it, mistreated. It's plywood, it's mahogany back and sides and red cedar top. But see, the first guitars I built them out of the lumber yard down here. They tell me I can't build one out of the lumber yard because I don't have good material. But anyhow, at that time, I could go down to the lumber yard and look through their cedar pickets, 6-inch pickets, and I could find quarter sawn pickets. I'd cut those and make those tops out of 4 pieces.
Yep.
I'd make 4-piece cedar tops. Mahogany, I bought mahogany down to the lumber yard too.
Right.
And it wasn't Honduran, it was just mahogany. But they said I couldn't do it, but that's what I done. Anyhow, that's what this guitar's made of. Red cedar tops and mahogany back and side. And Hollis, well, he had at least 5 years. No, more than that, because Hollis had been dead about 3 years. And he gave it up until he died. But anyhow, my wife bought it back from him, gave me some money back, and bought it back. And it looks terrible. It's scratched. But it's up
But.
there in the original case.
Uh-huh.
And it's just as flat as a flipper. Well,
Where'd the idea come from, or did you have a dream? Did you have an epiphany?
yeah.
You were,
No, the truth of the matter is, most inventions are from the person that invents it because of need, you know.
yeah,
And I had a guitar,
yeah,
the finest guitar that it was, as far as I was concerned. My wife told me, and I didn't believe her, but she said that we could go to a festival any place. And she said she could stand in the camper door and listen. And she said, I could hear that guitar. I didn't think much about it. But the last time I went to Moby, it was in 90. Well, let's see. I had my stroke April the 4th of 92. And it was before that. I don't know whether it was 90 or 89. Went to
that's your
Moby.
was that your first stroke?
Yeah,
You don't have
that's the
one.
only one.
Oh, you only had one. I thought you
Todd
had,
had two.
Todd had two?
Same
You
as
lucky.
me. But
What's
anyhow,
up with that?
High blood pressure. I make guitar.
But anyhow, I went to Moby, Texas. Good festival. Not big, but there's probably 500,000 people there. We got there on about a Wednesday night, and I set the camp up. Said, I hear a jam station, I gotta go.
Huh?
So I took off.
This is you in Georgia now, are there? Okay.
Yep. But anyhow, I got to the jam session and started picking. Hadn't been there 10 minutes till a couple came up dragging their chairs.
Yeah.
So we heard that guitar when you was back. But it was that kind of guitar.
Okay.
It was a 1973 Mossman.
33 Baldwin.
Mossman.
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 73. It was one built in Stuart Mossman's garage. Finest guitar ever played. It had the lousiest fret job, but I played it, and I use that term very loosely. But last July, I put weed. I played it. Cause I sold it I sold it twice. When I had my stroke, Georgia said she was going to bury that guitar with me when I died. Well, I thought she was I don't know whether she was in Tennessee visiting or
Yeah.
no, was she out in Arizona? She was when her granddaughter was born.
Yeah.
She flew out to Arizona to be with her. But anyhow, I caught her out of town and I was broke. We didn't have any money. So I sold that guitar because she wasn't there. I sold it to a friend of mine for one of that guitar. I sold it to him. And about 2 or 3 years later, a friend of mine over in Lovington called me and said, Donnie, somebody's got a Mossman guitar for sale in Tatum. And I think it's your guitar. So I got in the car and rode over to Tatum and found Patrick White. He's a fantastic artist, pretty good musician. He was a banjo player. But he was burnt when he was young. He was in a fire of some kind. He was scarred awful.
Hmm.
But anyhow, he had that Mossman guitar, a small guitar. So I bought it back. I bought it from him. And I brought it home and loved it, and played it for 2 weeks. Cleaned it up. And Lonnie Owens, he's a assistant pastor here in town. He called me and he said, would you sell me that guitar? So I sold it.
Twice.
He told me, he said, no, if you ever want it back,
Uh-huh.
you can buy it back. And I seen him every once in a while. But I seen him up at Weed and played that guitar. Still, the top is just as flat as that floor. But still got the lousiest fret job. I don't know, but they're the original frets. It's never worn. Lonnie wanted to do a freight job. I looked at it, Lonnie, it don't need one. It don't need a freight job. But see, that was the first guitar. Well, no, it wasn't.
And then how did that lead to
Well,
what we're looking at here?
that guitar.
That was after the Bridge Doctor.
That guitar was it got so bellied that
Oh.
I was going to have
Before you
to
sold it.
retire it, rebuild it, replace it, and it didn't like any of them. So I said, if I can do something just to stabilize that top, it's such a good. If it hurts the sound 20%, I still can't buy a guitar as good.
Mm-hmm.
So I started, I thought if I could build a tailpiece, like a tailpiece, except put it inside the guitar so it doesn't show. Because if you put a tailpiece on a flat top guitar, it'll buckle. It'll just fold up because it's not built for that kind of pull from the heel to the head. It folds up.
Okay.
So I couldn't figure out how to do that. Except I got to look at it one day and I said, hell, all it needs is a lever
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I got one of the original ones here somewhere.
Taste what you get from.
This is the first.
Ah, that's your prototypes?
Well, no, those were the first. But the first deal, she'll show us when she gets back. I built a deal that was about the size of your thumb. And it was,
Just single letter.
but I sit and build them with a Dremel tool.
Uh-huh. There you go.
But anyhow,
You came up with the after at least 4 iterations here, you came up with the current, what you're packaging right there. And now tell me about how you loaded them up in your trunk, and tell me the story of the Breedlove brothers.
well,
And
James Oliver, the name JLD, because I had there were 3 friends that we played guitars and
how did you know them? You played.
yeah, we played with them. They were friends, and I sold cars to them. And anyhow, James Oliver, Lynn Woolridge, and Don Kendall, 3 of them. So we come up with JLD, James, Lynn, and Don. That's where the name comes from.
Jay,
LD.
Len. And what was D? Dean?
Me, Don.
Don, yes.
So, but that was where the name came from. But anyhow, if we figured if it made any money, well, it'd make it up to all of us, or it won't be put patent. But James is still alive. He's in Florida. He's retired. I talk to him occasionally. Lynn's dead. But anyway,
So did the 3 of you go out peddling?
nope.
Nobody
James
did that
did.
with that.
No, that was you, huh?
Nope, I didn't. James is one that done it. He called me one Saturday. He said, Donnie, I'm going to Bend, Oregon.
Okay. Going to Bend, Oregon.
Bend, Oregon. And he left on Saturday and drove straight to got to Bend, Oregon about 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Idea or 2 is what it was.
How'd these work back then? See, these were the first ones.
Oh,
And he Dremel tooled every single one of them.
this is the first one.
Yep.
Pine, weren't they?
Yeah.
Is this got the patent on it? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the,
It's all patent. But with the original, the patent is, I've got it up there in the house somewhere. It's basically this. But this is the same as this.
right.
It's the same, you know.
But it's
Anyway,
evolved a lot over the
But
years.
it's just, you know, It's just,
There was another one of them.
see,
Oh, yeah.
now those pins are made out of ferrules for air conditioning.
Air conditioner ferrules.
Oh, sure. Were you in the building business at all? You built your house. Yeah.
So, and a dealership.
Abalone.
And then there's those ones. That was another one of the models.
Yeah, we done that for
Chesbro?
12, no,
Oh, no.
12 train.
Oh, for 12 string?
Anyhow, it's all been,
Amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some pictures of those stills. So,
Lots of different things.
are we almost out to the Breedlove brothers?
yeah, well, James left here on Saturday afternoon and moved straight through to Blue Morgan, got there about 3 or 4 o'clock, Monday or Tuesday, when it was. And Larry beat Breedlove, and Steve Henderson was their name. They had moved to Bend, Oregon. They worked for Bob Taylor Guitars. And they decided they wanted to go to be an organ, and they wanted to build some guitars. And Bob told them, said, if you go up there, you can do all my warranty work, you know.
Oh.
So that helped make a living. Anyhow, James got there. They had just finished their first prototype guitar. And
How did he know they were there?
oh, we knew they was there.
Yeah.
because
Through Taylor and all that, you knew? Okay.
But I'll tell you another story one later. But anyhow, I got there and they had just finished their first prototype guitar. So James, you have to know him, he laid it down on the bench and he drilled him a hole through the bridge, you know, and put a bridge doctor in it. And for several years, they didn't build a guitar without a bridge doctor.
Yep. Yep, for good reason.
He put it in the first one and they liked it. Bob Taylor used them for repairs. But anyway, Bob Taylor was his dealers somewhere in Florida. Sold a 12-string, bellied. So the customer raised Cain and he was all upset. He brought it back to the store, and the store called Bob Taylor and all that stuff.
Did you break it?
And he said, send it back to the factory, we'll fix it. So he sent it back to the factory and they put a bridge doctor in it, took it back. The man played that guitar. He said absolutely that was the finest sounding guitar he had ever played. And it's like I said, it don't like hold it in the hand and look at it and tell you it won't work.
Just like a bumblebee, it won't fly.
On paper.
So
Yeah.
Anyhow, that's the story.
That's a good story. Thank you, Don.
I wouldn't. Bob Taylor is a fantastic engineer. He's a genius when it comes to. He had up his way he could set a neck or reset a neck on his guitar in 7 minutes.
Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar.